It's squishy makeover time, and out of the many I had to choose from, I ended up choosing these 3 that are being shown now. I know you see a cat in the background, but I don't actually end up using that one. I just wanted to see what was inside of it, so I ended up cutting it in half. First, I went to work on the heart donut sprinkles, and these must have been super glued on or something because these were so hard to get off. I spent probably at least a minute picking off all these sprinkles and ended up ripping the foam. And because I ended up ripping half the foam off, I ended up trying to smooth it out with my scissors, and this worked, but I definitely cut off more than I should have. But yeah, I just went around with some really sharp scissors and I cut the foam. So then, using a chocolatey brown color, I just painted the top of the donut, and I wanted this to be more of like a chocolatey colored donut because I think a chocolate flavored donut would be really good. So that's why I wanted it to be a chocolate themed donut. And of course I had to do a second coat. Next, I wanted to add like a drizzle to the donut, and this didn't really look as good as I imagined it in my head, so I ended up just putting some regular white frosting on the donut. And to top it off, I put some sprinkles on top of the frosting. When that was finished, I went to work on the ice cream, and there was some like hard plasticky sprinkles on top, so I just decided to reshape the ice cream all together, and this ended up being a lot harder than I imagined it to be, but I think the end result came out really nicely. And also that sticky note on the like white paper that says "don't look at this," it's because I spilled a big like splotch of brown paint right in the center of the paper, so I didn't want you to look at it, and I decided to make that clear with a neon orange sticky note. This is what the end shape looked like. I think it came out really well. Then I went right to painting the top of the ice cream in like a chocolatey brown because I wanted to be some chocolate soft serve ice cream. And yeah, this took quite a few coats because I made a lot of air bubbles with the cutting of the foam, but after about, I don't know, 4 coats, maybe 5, it ended up looking really thick and nice, so that's what I went with, 4 coats. And here is the second coat of paint. Then, once I'd finished the 4th layer of paint, I ended up putting some sprinkles on the ice cream cone as well. Then, with a nice light tan color, I went to painting the cone, and I was actually afraid to do this because I was afraid I'd lose the texture, which I actually really liked, but it ended up just drying straight through the paint, so that worked out well. Next, we have this bread slice of toast thing. And what I did with this one is I just cut it in half. Then, taking way too much hot glue than I should have, I glued the 2 pieces together to try and make like a sandwich-like shape. Next, taking another chocolatey brown color, I covered the entire thing with this paint, and let me tell you, this took so much paint because I'd cut it and it was like already not a very smooth squishy. All the paint just like kept on absorbing into it, so I had to do probably like 5 layers of just this same color paint, and I put thick layers on too. So yeah, this one was definitely very time consuming, but I do like the end result, so it was pretty worth it. And then after all those layers, I filled in a cream filling, and I also went crazy with like a super loose and like free drizzle on the top. So after all that work, here are the finished results. I'm really proud of them. I'm gonna start off with this heart donut. I don't really know what's like looks kind of different about this one. I don't know why, it just looks kind of wrong. Maybe it's the chocolate colored donut, maybe that's what's throwing me off. I don't know. I also ended up running out of paint on the back, so you can still see some of the yellow. Other than that, it has become a lot softer for some reason, and it's a lot more fun to squish now that there aren't those hard sprinkles on it and like glue stuck all over it. So I'm really proud of this result. And next, of course, is this like chocolatey biscuit tea sandwich thing. I'm not really sure what this is. It's kind of a dessert of my own creation. Again, I put way too much hot glue in the middle, so you can't really squish it downward, but it's okay because you can squish it like in, I don't know the word, but it is really airy, and it has become just a bit more slow rising. I don't really know, but I think the improvement in looks is extreme. Next is this ice cream, and I'm really proud of this one because I cut the entire top like, and I don't know, I just think it's a huge improvement. I think the colors are a lot nicer. Again, like this was never really squishy, so it's not the squishiest, but if you squish it this way, like the way I'm showing, it actually becomes super airy and kind of slow rising. I don't know, I just really like the way this one looks, and yeah. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye!